Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. And hi, already. It's nice to see you. This is for air, the last one of the week. I will go back and do Earth as just a reading, but I won't do an interactive with it. So this is air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for June 7th to the 13th, 2020. And as much as I love being here with you all, I'm going to switch it to Wisdom Seekers Facebook for a while because I'm just not getting enough viewings. I'm just not getting enough people coming to see what I've got to offer, and I love doing this for you. I love the people I've met on here. It is a business, and I am trying to promote a business, and if I haven't been hitting 100 views, it's so I'm going to move it to Facebook, Wisdom Seekers Facebook, for a few weeks, see what happens. I would love to have you come and join us, but as I say, unless things start to change a great deal, and I get over 100 views, it takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of time for me and my daughter. So I have to put it where it will be most valuable. And I love reading for the people I know. I love getting to know you from all over the world. But again, it is a business, and my business needs to grow, or I have to stop completely. I'm not quite ready to stop completely because, as I say, I very much enjoy it, and I do see the value in what we give to the communities. And we offer a great deal free, but we also have to have something to support that. So anyhow,
just real quick, Lisa, we have talked about starting a Patreon, but because we already give so much away, there's not really any sense to put it behind a paywall for people. At least not at the moment. We have thought about it. We've thought about what kind of
it's what I do for me is already labor intensive, and if I did that, I'd have to add a lot more because I don't just do this here. I'm on Facebook basically every single day, giving things, spending my time, expressing my energy, and I don't know how I would be able to fit in adding not free, but
adding extra incentives for people.
Because I thought we have thought about it. It was suggested to us before
several times,
and I look at it, and every single day I'm on. I might not be doing it for myself. I might be doing an in-depth with Elizabeth, or raising spiritual children with Elizabeth, or yesterday I was on with Nicola, and she did a biofield that was amazing, and I highly recommend everybody go and try it out. The day before I was on with Kenna for a meditation. It was an hour and a half, and I have a limited amount of energy, and I support my readers. I need to make sure they're out there, and I can't do that extra. And plus I do readings on top of that, which are also labor intensive.
And we do also have a Twitter, Wisdom Seekers.
Twitter?
Wisdom Seekers. The link isn't in the description because
I don't know how to use it.
Don't use it. I believe Erin shares some stuff. I don't
I
for
honestly
sure.
don't know how it works.
We are more active on Instagram than we are on Twitter.
And we could be more active on Instagram, but I don't know how to do it. So it goes directly into the feed rather into videos. And when it goes to videos, I get like 18 views. If it goes to the feed, I get lots, but I don't know how to change that. I am not tech minded. So, I mean, unless, I got 76 share views yesterday. That's that's, I love you people. I really do. I love I love getting to know you. I love the energy of you. I just need to find, and I need to find ways to make things work better for me, because this is how I support wisdom seekers. And without, I don't support myself. That actually, I'm looked after that way, but I can't take my money that I live off of to feed the family and pay the bills, to put it into Wisdom Seekers. So Wisdom Seekers has to support itself. And I don't know. I don't mean to complain and cry, because that's not what I'm in. What I'm trying to say. We just need to have more come back to make it worth our while.
And yes, Erin Lou, we are going to start having once a month next, at least. We're going to beta test it next Saturday, a group interactive with
We just need
emphasis on or special attention on questions that are paid for.
they will, yeah.
We have a donation, direct PayPal blurb
on Facebook.
on our work page on Facebook, so that you can read it. We will have a page for special events that you can choose to purchase and ask your question beforehand. So we will gather them up, and when we start the group readings,
they will be read first.
Read those first.
Also, I'd like to say I'd like that. I don't want a donation above $15. If you donate above $15, please get a reading.
Yes.
Because that way everybody gets it. If you get a reading from me, it goes back into Wisdom Seekers. You get a reading from one of my awesome readers.
It goes.
They get their share. And Wisdom Seekers gets their share. And so everybody benefits, and personal readings are by far the best readings.
Yeah.
I mean, I can give you like 2 minutes here, and I give you insights, but for a real reading, it's totally different energy, totally different. When I get on a reading, people don't want to get off. They keep asking more and more and more questions, because it is so much better than a 2-minute blurb. And then you get all the attention, all the questions you want answered in that time. And if it's a half hour or an hour, it is a completely different energy. Yeah, I love doing this. I really do. But it is labor intensive, and it's great for my mind to jump from energy to energy. It keeps me young. I will continue to do it. I'm going to switch it to Facebook for next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we thank you for your lovely ideas. We thank you for
any ideas, actually. If it helps me figure out a new way,
yeah,
I love it.
And we do thank you and very much appreciate you being here every day with us.
We do.
Every week. It's just, at the moment, we need something else to help boost our viewership. Yeah. So, like, share, subscribe,
And if it goes above 100, I will probably come back here next week. But 76 views, it's just not enough. but I do appreciate a great deal. All right, so the first one I got was choose your battles, which I guess is pretty appropriate for what we were just discussing. So we'll start off with, and this is a card that keeps coming up over and over again because it's very apropos for this particular group. The fight the pet. It's Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is that we are all master craftsmen. We are becoming the master craftsmen of our spiritual battles. Excuse me, my mouth is very dry after that talk. We are the master craftsmen of our spiritual battles, and we are doing wonderful. And we have become the way showers. We have become the manifestors and the people who show you what the future is. What brought us here? The Seven of Cups, frustration. We knew that there's a better way of doing things. We know that there's a way out of this situation. And we wanted to move out of the rigidity and the non-moving of events. And because of that, we started to fight, probably with ourselves more than anybody. We may not have agreed with the people around us as well, but mostly we were arguing and saying there's got to be a better way with ourselves. And we got to a point where Six of Cups, we got to a point where we started to view. I'll tell you what I will do. I will come on once a week, and I'll do not 4 different ones. I'll just do a general reading, interactive once a week, so that people who need to interact and receive the energy, we will do it once a week. And Friday? Is that a good day?
Sure.
Okay.
I can't say I was really paying that much attention right now,
So maybe we'll come back once a week Friday and just do a general. All right, no readings, just a general. Okay, and so Six of Cups. Six of Cups is it's dreaming the future, and not dreaming it dark and blah and beige, but putting in beautiful colors, making the world the place you want to live in. And that brings us for this week, what we're going to be dealing with, and it's the love. And it says lovers, but basically it's love. And there's no one form of love. There's many forms of love, but at its core, there's only one energy, and that is love. So the lovers is the energy we're moving into, and we're becoming very good at it. But to do that, we have to create a change. We have to create a change within ourselves. We have to be accepting and open. And then because we're accepting and opening, we will see more. We'll be more clear. We'll see, oh, pardon me, I'm very bad today. The King of Wands, and this was the King of Swords. But we'll be able to see things. We'll be able to choose what we want to do and move into, which means that we will have the moon. We will have the potential to build our own pathways, because we will be the masters of our subconscious, and the subconscious rules us, whether we like it or not. The subconscious rules us, and with that ruling, we have the power to choose what we need to do from time to time. We have the power to go forward when we want, in which direction we want, because we choose our battles. And it takes a lot of courage to do that. It takes a lot of power. And it means staying in balance. And in balance is the key right now. To remain in balance is the key. But we do know it is time for a change. We do know that it's time to allow magic into our lives. And that is the most important thing of all, besides the subconscious, because with the subconscious, we can allow the magic into our life. And if we start to see things and expect magic, and I do mean magical, then you will find that life becomes better. Your heart will open. That is going along with the lover's energy. Strength. We will garner more strength. We'll be more self-assured. And this is the kind of strength where you're so strong you don't need to be showing everybody. It's the strength of a man who's huge and powerful. And you can see it just by looking at him, that you don't want to mess with this guy who can hold a tiny kitten in his palm and treat it with the greatest respect, because he knows he doesn't have to prove anything. That is the strength you're heading for or dealing with. And the last card will be the Three of Pentacles, which is this power of having reached a destination, not the destination. Because as long as we live and breathe, there is no a destination. There's only many destinations. But reaching the destination, knowing that you have achieved something, receiving the accolades for the situation you're dealing with, and being very powerful within it. So choose your battles. I'm right now across North America, and I'm not so sure about the rest of the world, because I don't really get the news as much as as North America. It is time to choose the battles, the ones that really need to be fought, and the ones that need to be let go by the wayside. And then you want to detach. You want to detach and look at it from a third-party position. And when you do that, you have a bigger view. You can see when you're in the middle of it, it's like a maelstrom of energy. But if you step back, you can see the information over here versus the information over there. And you have time to think. That is when you can go forward. When you can go forward, where did it go? In balance, with courage, because you don't always know how you're going to get there. You just know where you want to go. So you can do all that. You can go forward in balance. You can go forward in strength. And being detached gives you a chance to see that which you have missed with you're in the middle of the emotions and stressing. Okay. So with that, hi everybody.
Mama B starts us off with hello. Lisa Leaig, Leaig Isa, sorry, says, hope you're having a good day.
Actually, yes, I had a cortisone shot on Wednesday, and immediately my ability to walk went from hardly being able to move to feeling great. Yes, I'm having a great day because well, that was quite debilitating. So yes.
Mama B asks, I'm planning on visiting my boyfriend who lives out of town. I'm thinking about going by train and meeting him at the train station. Do you see me having any type of anxiety/fear? Thank you.
That's a good question. I do actually see that there is anxiety there. I don't see that there will be anything that results from the anxiety. I do believe the problem lies mostly in the energy that's surrounding the country in the U.S. and I'm assuming you're from the U.S. that that there is a lot of stress because of all the emotions that are being generated down there right now. I don't see anything actually happening. Nothing that you cannot handle. Let's put it that way. When you meet your boyfriend, you will be very, very happy with the situation. The first reaction will be quite joyful, but I do feel that it'll be a great sense of made it. So yes, I do suspect there will be a little bit of stress, but that's all right. You can. So take some pepper spray with you, or dog spray, I guess they call it, because there's two levels: pepper spray and there's dog spray. And dog spray is not quite so bad, but take some, hold it in your pocket, just to give you a sense of that you have a bit of control over your life. Okay, good luck with that. You will enjoy your weekend.
Axe body spray also acts as a
Yeah, that's true. Axe is
deterrent.
a great deterrent.
Spray any kind of perfume, cologne in anybody's eyes, they're gonna scream.
Well, you don't have to spray it in their eyes,
No,
just in that general direction. Axe will do it.
Yeah. B. Erla sent a €50
Thank you, B.
with a sticker of a rose.
You are such a sweet lady.
She also suggested that we put the PayPal donation link here under the descriptions on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So
that's an idea.
Yeah. Though, doesn't PayPal use emails as well?
Yeah.
So if you do feel like donation, please don't feel like you have to. But if you do feel like sending us a donation directly, you can use our website or use wisdomseekershifts@gmail.com.
It's really easy to write out.
Super easy. Super easy.
I made a mistake with that one.
I'll put the email down in the chat. So,
but somebody already was using Wisdom Seekers, so I had to put shifts on it.
Yeah. So, but thank you. And next question. Naomi C. asks, do you ever see a relationship for me and Antoine?
It's been a little while. He hasn't made up his mind. I'm going to suggest that you walk away. And if he's serious or he's interested, he will follow. Because he just sort of he's not thinking one way or the other about it. So walk away. And that means walking away and going in and starting looking for somebody else, And if he's interested, he will follow. But it's too easy right now for him. You're making it too easy, so he doesn't have to work for it. And I will tell anybody and everybody, you want a relationship, make sure that the man has to work for it. And then they value it more. They enjoy it more. It's the hunting instinct in the man that needs to, I've worked for this. I've achieved something. If you give it to them too easy, they're not interested. And I've seen that time. I've lived it. I've seen it. Women are this way. As soon as the man is a bit committed, they do everything for the man, and that's the wrong approach. They want to make sure that you want to make sure that they have to continue to work for it, not to the point where it's exhausting or anything, but just enough so that they continue to value you as somebody special. And you, hey, I have to work for her. She's valuable. I've got a woman that's special. So you keep on allowing them to think you're special. All right. So don't give it away. And I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about yourself. Don't give yourself away. Hold back a bit. And yes, it is a game. And maybe one day when you're 90 years old, you won't have to play that game. You just have a great deal of love for each other. But men do want to know that they are receiving something of value. So if you hold yourself in value, then they will hold you in value as well. Okay.
Aaron Lou with a $10 super chat.
Thank you, Aaron.
Asks, Eliz-sha and Elle, could you check if there is any insight/messages for me over the eclipse season? Thank you.
That's pretty heavy season coming up, isn't it? Isn't today the day, or was that the 4th? It was the 4th.
The day for what?
We had, I think the first eclipse was on the 4th.
Oh.
But it would still be in the shadow. I suspect, and I feel this for you, Aaron, this is going to be some a little bit of heavy slogging. But having said that, the image they give me is of you walking with rubber boots through water that's like that deep. So yes, it's heavy slogging, but it's not going to stop you, and it is going to make you stronger. And I do see you coming out the other side and going, yes, I made it. So I don't necessarily think it's going to be fun. I don't think it's going to be super hard, but it's going to be hard enough that you will be glad when you're on the other side. And on the other side, it is a better energy, a better outlook. And it's not just a better outlook for you, but for a lot of people around you. So yes, it is not a walk in the park. It is not a time to smell the daisies. This is a time to focus. And you're very good at this. Focus on what you want. Focus on where you want to go. And I think you're going to find somebody along the way who's going to turn out to be an unexpected friend, unexpected partner. And it could be a partner, but I'm not sure that it's a partner. I do know it is somebody that is going to be unexpected. It's somebody that you would have not bothered to look at twice before. And it could actually be a partner as a business partner. There's something might be coming up where you choose to make a change. That is a potential. It's not written in stone. Nothing for this eclipse season is written in stone, by the way. Not with that much water.
Aaron Lou says it's in an hour.
Okay.
At 3:25 Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
And the eclipse is a rare strawberry full moon eclipse.
Yes.
So
I for some reason I thought it was the 4th. So hold on to the energy of the eclipse. It's a powerful one for you particularly. And use it to boost yourself up. And I know this is a very strange image, but it's like I see you grabbing onto the energy of the eclipse like a that's lifting you up, and it's lifting you up and going. And it's not as simple. This is not a simple energy. So there's two ways you can go for it. You can slog through, or you can grab the energy of the eclipse and sail over it. And I suspect you will choose the sailing over it. And when you get to the other side, all that which you would have earned through the slogging will be there for you anyhow. I apologize for that. It's a very, I'm just getting some images. And the images are very, very erratic. I mean, they're very, so there's obviously two paths for you. And I have a hunch that you're going to choose the joyful path, which is the higher path, which is sailing path. Has to do with your dogs, by the way. The joy you get around your dogs is a joy that will hook you on to the flying energy. The slogging energy will be the energy you hook onto if your energy is less buoyant. So take the dog energy, utilize it, the love you feel for your puppies and the joy you feel for your puppies, and grab that and move on. The other way, you'll get there. Both ways will get you there. One's easy, one's not. But when you get to the other side, I can promise you things will have changed for you. Good luck.
Karen Sue asks, what's in store for me and the Cancer Man?
I think the two of you are going to play cat and mouse for a little bit. Relationship wise, yes again, no again, yes again. Cancer does seem to actually be interested, but has other things on the go. That's why it's a cat and mouse game. He's interested, but got to do this for a time being, and he does have to do it. It does appear it has to be with his way of making a living. If you can put up with the back and forthing for a while, the chances are that eventually, and this is the right word, eventually, he will turn around, look you in the face and say, hey, what about we try this out? But it will be an eventuality, and he has other things to do first. If you want to wait around, and honestly, don't wait around, go out and do your thing. But if you want to wait around, please feel free to wait around. Just make sure you're living your life while you wait, because if you get dust on you because you're waiting, he's going to lose interest. He wants something shiny and bright. So go out, have a date here and there, and just be friends date, go coffee date, go out dancing, do whatever. Make sure your life is still interesting. And the more interesting you are, the more interested he'll be. And the more you can prove to yourself, to him and yourself, you don't need him, the more interested he will be. Okay.
Yasmin Fox asks, hi, what blessings are coming for me? Thanks.
So actually, you have some pretty intense blessings coming your way. It's quite interesting. To get to them, though, you have to. So what I saw you doing, I saw you coming out of a manhole into the light. So first of all, you have to clear the underground or the subconscious, and you can't clear the 100%. But there's an area of the subconscious that you have been ignoring, or you are working with, and when you clear that, it's like you walk out of, or climb out, I guess is the correct term, out of the underground, and you come into a beautiful daylight. And I've been saying this a lot. I do believe that at the end of everything that's happening in North America, we will end on the side of the angels. But to do that, everybody is going to have to look into their subconscious of why are we allowing this to happen, and clear that energy of subservience, of being not good enough, so that we can all fly. And when you do, if you clear yours, that will clear some of the energy of what's happening in North America. And it is happening more intensely in the US than Canada, but it is still happening in North America. The more we clear our subconscious level energy, the more these things will dissipate, because so below as above. And individually, we make a difference in the next level and the next level. All right. And vice versa, coming down. You do have something very positive coming your way.
Next.
Yes.
Queen Bee Ray asks, what does Spirit have for me regarding the Libra man? What message does Spirit have for me? Sorry.
I don't think I apologize for this. I think he's playing games with you. I don't think he's serious about anything. I see him. He's just doing his own thing, and he's. And I'm a Libra, but he's just dancing away in his own little world, and he's not really giving you the full attention you deserve. It might be that he's fun, and when you're with him, he's fun. And Libras are really good at putting you when you're together, putting you as the most important person in the world. Then when you're gone, he's off doing his own thing, and he doesn't think about anything but himself. I think, it's a genetic imperative that we have a relationship, and it doesn't end when you're older either. But in this case, don't limit yourself to one potential. Keep your eye open, and keep your eye on a few interesting people. I suspect there's a Cancer out there, a Cancer person, who would be more beneficial to you than the Libra, who's a bit airheaded or selfish, and dancing to his own drum. Okay, good luck.
Jennifer Schwab asks, good morning, ladies. My middle daughter, Sydney, has been restless with a lot of stressful things all at once. Can you give me a message that may help her? Thank you so much. Many blessings.
This is what I tell my kids all the time. This too shall pass. And it's not much to go on at the moment. But I do see that the stressful period does have an ending point. And it does have an ending point, not as close as would be nice, but you do have an ending point. The only thing that I can say that would give her a positivity is she is growing and becoming stronger, and her vision is becoming clearer. She sees things much clearer than she did before. And the situation she's in, she will see it clearer than she has before. And then she will have a decision to make, unfortunately, which you need to be there for her, supporting her, but not telling her what to do. Because I see her becoming more frustrated with the situation in general. And she has a huge heart. Her heart is wide open and caring, and things will not change because of the wide open heart as fast as you may like it to happen. But because she loves, she will choose to do what she feels is the right thing. She's growing, she's expanding, she's becoming more, and that's what you can take and give to her. And good luck with that.
Stars Align asks, does Mike think I'm too clingy?
Yes and no. Sometimes it frustrates him, and other times he he really likes it. So watch his energy. If his energy is crap, then back off. And if his energy is preening, oh look at this, then that's the time to do it. Choose your times wisely, because sometimes he really likes to show off to his friends how much you care for him. And other times he's got, oh dang, I need to breathe. So pay attention to his energy. It is all right to let him go off and do things on his own, and you don't need to know what he's doing at all times. When he doesn't message when you think he should, give it at least 2 to 3 more hours before you panic. Okay.
Indigo Spirit asks, will I get pregnant with my Libra?
There is a baby coming towards you, but it's not close, and it isn't, and I can't promise you it is with the Libra. I do see a baby coming. If I don't know how to say this politely, if you cohabitate, the chances are a baby will come out of it. It may not be optimal time, and it may not be allowed to stay. So take your time, breathe through it. Make sure that everybody is in agreement, and let the baby that's coming towards you come in when it's the right time. Okay, good luck with that.
Playgirl Bunny 2121 says, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Moonfeather asks or says, hi ladies, how are you? How is your knee, Eliz-sha? Well, you got that earlier.
Hi, my knee is actually really, really good. And so it's just amazing. I've been walking, feels like I had a hot poker stuck up between my knees. And it was very painful to walk. And then I can get out and walk like I'm not 90 years old anymore. And it's just divine.
Liag Isa, to our earlier announcement, says you have a lot to offer. I do understand energy-wise, though. Positive for Life says, I know this may sound weird, or asks, I know this may sound weird, LOL. Can you ask my guides why you can't come to my mind a lot? When my business starts, I want to send you a gift from what I create.
I've been told that I come into a lot of people's dreams. I'm assuming she's talking about me.
Yeah.
And I am, well, a little bit of story. Most people have read that there's a lot of old souls that have come back to Earth simply for this time, and I'm one of them. And I work a lot at night in the energies. I don't know half of what I'm doing, but a lot of people tell me that I that they see me, I'm around, and I talk to them. One of the reasons that you see me, I suspect, is because I suggest always the path of happiness and joy and positivity, so that you, okay, for you specifically, it's because when you want to stop doing it, you feel that me pushing you a little bit, because I can see it's going to work for you, and that's why I come to your mind. So keep it up. It will take a bit of effort. It will take a bit of time, but it's worth it. I did about 3 months ago. This young lady, Kristen, she did a talk on developing your business from your own business, and it was amazing talk. It's like 3 months ago, and she's developed her own business and the work ethic and things like that, and she talks about that. You can go look and see. It would be well worth your while. But I do see you succeeding, and I guess I'm a bit of a cheering section for you. All right.
Aaron Lou says once again to our announcement. I think a lot of that content you are giving for free can now be charged for a fee, which we addressed already.
So part of our platform is we want to be Wisdom Seekers. Platform is we want to help people grow. We want to teach people, and we do. Between us all, we have a tremendous amount of knowledge, and it's esoteric knowledge. It's not something you're going to get in a university or even sometimes in the world at large. And we do want to. We do really want people to learn from us and it grow. And that is what we want very strongly. The readings and stuff is what gives us the chance to do this. So it's sort of a yes, we would love to charge, and no, we don't want to charge. But our information is invaluable. So we are charging more and more often for well, we're thinking of it. We haven't got to that point. We're charging more and more often for the interactives, but I don't want to take it away from people. At the same time, I do want people to understand, between Elizabeth, Aaron, myself, Sabi, Kenna, there's years and years of experience and honesty and from the heart. So, yeah. So that's a danged if we do and danged if we don't for me energy. I do. I really love doing what I'm doing. I want to give out as much free as I can. But we still need to be able to support ourselves.
Doreen 8888
Hi,
asks,
Doreen.
hi ladies, I was at my grandmother's grave a couple days ago, curious if there is any messages from her.
she came in quite strong. She's quite excited for you. And she's kind of, I suspect she wasn't I doubt she was bouncy woman in life. And I suspect she was a little heavier energied in life. But now she's bouncy, and she's so excited for you, Doreen. I think you're on the right path. Is what she's excited about. You're doing what is right for you. And she always saw in you somebody who had the ability to be somebody special. And that's a grandmother's voice, right? And she says you're now fulfilling that by being you rather than trying to be what other people expected you to be. And she shows me an image of you and her walking together hand in hand, arm in arm together. And so she's there with you, and and she makes a point of telling me that she also loves the other people in your life as well, the other family members. But with you, she's offering her support in ways I'm pretty darn certain she would never have done while she was alive. I think she was a very proper woman when she was alive, but now she's shed that, and she's bringing forth the joy and happiness, and she's sharing it with you, bringing forward more joy and happiness. Okay.
Positive for Life, once again, commenting on our announcement, says, understandable, thank you for your help always.
Well, I will try and come back once a week. I will try and come back on Fridays, because I do value this community. I value it a great deal. We have good people here, and I've met some wonderful people because of it.
Moon Feathers, no. Doreen 888 says, yes, understandable. Shame though. I really enjoy you guys. I don't understand why you don't get more views. I want to help promote you.
I don't understand it either. And I know this sounds like not my problem. I'm going to point fingers. I have a feeling that somehow or other we are being stopped at some energy level, and this is and I don't understand it, because we put a lot of effort into everything we do. But I do know that the left-hand path has a way of telling when there's somebody or a group that can create shifts and changes, and they will put obstacles in their way to stop that. And I kind of feel that may be the issue here. But with you share, if I get nicely over 100, then I will continue to come back here more than one day a week. But I do believe we're going to change the format just a little bit.
Erica Brooks. Also, if you do want to help promote us, you can share, you can subscribe.
The sharing will make a huge difference.
Also,
I had over 7,000 people following me, and YouTube is taking them away. Every month they just sort of vanish, and it's not people who are going away from me. YouTube is taking them away. And because I get maybe 25 likes, the more likes I get, the more shares, more Facebook will put me out there. But the 7,000 people, I get maybe, 100, maximum 100 and 130 views. That means that Facebook is not putting me out there. It's not allowing people to know who or what I am. So somehow or other, there is a energy block put out, and I frankly haven't figured out how to deal with it yet. I am trying very hard to. Once I can figure it out, I suspect I can do some energy and shift things. I don't know what it is.
Also, word of mouth, telling people about us, about what we offer, what they can expect, helps as well.
It probably helps more than
word of mouth.
Because if you tell other people, it bypasses YouTube and their rules, their regulations.
Yeah, and if they Google us, where especially our YouTube page is one of the top first things on Google.
Is that right?
Last I checked, it's
but
a bunch of YouTube videos first, and then
but yet anyhow. See, it's very confusing for me. I'm not a techie, but I am an energy person.
Aaron Liu with $5 says, Eliz-sha and Elle, how the videos are titled is quite important. I think it denotes how they will show up in searches. I don't know, just a thought.
Yeah, I know that. I talked to Elle about it, and we've been doing whether I should change the titles or not, because we've been doing it the same way we've been doing it for a while. And so people who are looking for us would be looking for us that way. But you're right, the titling is extremely important.
It's just figuring out the keywords that change almost daily, and that's not going if it changes by the second. YouTube is not an easy place to figure out how its algorithm works.
And so I just settled on maybe I should put Wisdom Seekers first, then my name.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try that.
And I'm sorry, Maria Herrera sent $1.99.
Thank you, Maria.
And sends a picture of or sticker of vibes. Megan McCarthy sends $2 and asks, hi ladies, how are you? Should I go to the doctor for my bladder issues? Yes. Or do you see it getting better by itself?
So if it's at the beginning stages, baking soda, apple cider vinegar, a half teaspoon of baking soda, apple cider vinegar till it tastes like apple juice. I use honey and warm water, and I drink it and drink it slowly through the day. If it's been there for a couple of days, go to the doctor. I have dealt with that for a long time. Being an older woman, your body becomes a little cranky. And so one of the older things that happen with older people is their bladder, they have more bladder issues. So if it's early stages, you can probably change your pH balance and you'll be fine. If it's a couple of days, go to the doctor. I am not a doctor. I do know, though, that I have been off medication for cystitis for almost a year, ever since I started taking diatomaceous earth. And do your research. Don't go on what I say, because I would hate for you to do something and turns out it's the really the worst thing possible. But I know my hair got thicker when I started using diatomaceous earth too, and my fingernails got stronger. It's a silicate, but it also, as soon as if I stop it for one day, I notice These are just homegrown remedies. They're not doctor remedies. Please, if you've got medical, go to the doctor. But apple cider vinegar, if you do the apple cider vinegar and baking soda route, you need to drink it for a couple of days and 2 or 3 times a day. And you don't want to stop as soon as the symptoms subside. You want to keep on going because the symptoms will subside quite rapidly. Doesn't mean the disease has gone away.
Cumbersome Aquarius, because I'm on it at the moment, so I jumped ahead. Says, I always share. I just love your readings. But I'm also banned from Facebook and Messenger for 30 days. Dab emoji.
Oh, yeah. I'm waiting to be cut off, too, because I'm sharing a lot of
what they call false news.
What is being called false news. I, on the other hand, am lucky. Can you get around that by making another...
You could probably get around it by making another account.
You could probably get around that by making another account. Give that a whirl.
Yeah, and it's just a big part of my language. Fuck you.
Yeah. So yes, I'm suggesting that you go against authority.
I mean,
I am suggesting very strongly that you stand up for yourself and do what is right for you.
We can get into that, but we have other questions. Also, Kimber, yes, you can ask questions for a friend that is beside you. I will get to that question as soon as I possibly can.
Yeah, no problem that way.
As long as we know
that there's somebody's there.
Friend.
And because I don't like to do third-party questions, I just think it's unethical.
Also, Erin Liu suggested psychic readings to be in the keywords for searches and stuff.
Good idea.
So, title.
Yeah. I on Instagram I have Wisdom Seeker, Spiritual Tarot.
Yeah.
And things like that.
Where are we?
But yeah, that's a really, really good idea. You got jumped all over.
Well, it's going back and forth, right? It's always hard to find my place when I have to go back and forth.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
I didn't tell my daughter what I was going to do. I just did it.
Yeah. Also, we do appreciate the super chats you are sending.
We do.
Again, it is not necessary. This is not why we shared this announcement. It's just we wanted you to know that if we are not on next Tuesday to Friday, you know why.
Yeah, but we do have one question written for like $35. Every single reader has one, and you're I think maybe Sabi. You because she's an animal communicator. That would be that if we could get that support there, then I would do it here for no problem. Our reading prices are quite good compared to what I've seen other people do, except unless you go looking at the fly-by-night readers, and we're not a fly-by-night reading.
Yeah, so psychic readings in your titles will help.
Okay.
Will show up when people are searching psychic readings.
Okay, we will do that.
Yeah, we'll give that a try.
And we will cut down on some of the other words. I'm really wordy.
We do appreciate all the insight you might have.
Yes, because...
And all the suggestions you might have
because
to
increase. So many people have more knowledge than we do about this sort of thing.
I might watch YouTube every day. I don't know how it works. I feel like most YouTubers don't know how it works anymore. Isa, sorry. I always, for some reason, I've been switching that around today. asks, I had a COVID-19 test done yesterday. How will the outcome be? Please, everybody send healing energy to my residents who tested positive. Will do.
I have a lot of things to say about that, but I won't. So the majority of people who end up quite sick from it, are usually in their 80s, usually, and have up to three morbid problems like lung issues, heart issues, and things like that. The majority of them. The actual death rate worldwide is about 0.25, which is the average flu season. So the chances, if your person is otherwise healthy, chances are it will not turn into anything horrible. And having said that, I better keep my mouth shut. I have a lot of opinions about this.
We have opinions about a lot of things.
About this COVID pandemic. And you want to know what they are, you can go on Eliz-sha Keating Facebook page, but I'm not going to say it on Wisdom Seekers.
Yeah. Seven Ocean Skies asks, any spiritual messages for me?
So right now you want to fly, and you have the capabilities of flying. Now is the time to stay grounded and on the ground. Not because of you, because you can just go bang and fly. You're staying on the ground because right now you're helping other people. You're benefiting other people far more, and you are, because you're doing that, you're occurring good. Well, it's not really the right word. Good karma. You're helping other people transcend out of their negative energy. So though you don't, and it might only be a couple of days. It might be just for the length of this of the eclipses. But whatever you're doing on the ground, whoever you're talking to on the ground, if you fly, they won't be able to follow. But if you stay and talk to them, because you're already in the energy of high. If you stay low, stay down, and keep talking to the people, they have a better chance of growing and becoming more. And I highly recommend that you allow that to happen.
Georgie Warwat asks, hello, Eliz-sha and Elle, how are you both? Any messages for my guys today? Thank you.
So the guides are very emphatic today and yesterday. Lots of things shifting and changing in the energy. And your guides are extremely emphatic at the moment. But they're not telling me what they're being emphatic about. And maybe it's something you already know. Okay, this is what I'm getting. It is probably a really good time for you to ground your energy a little more. You're going too fast. You're moving too fast, and you need to slow down. You need to slow down and and take your time and become more, not grounded. There's something you're missing. There's a key piece of information you are missing right now, and that if you go too fast right now, you're not going to get very far, because that key piece of information is going to stop you. It's like you start to fly and you're yanked back. So go look for that key piece of information. And once you do that, I suspect then you can fly. And basically that's it. Look for that key piece of information.
Erla asks, may I know what Jeff is thinking about our connection at the moment? Thank you very, very, very much.
I think he's shaking in his boots at the moment. I think he's beginning to realize that there's a strong connection there, and he's not. I don't think he's ever run into a connection with somebody like he has with you, and it's new, it's scary. He doesn't seem inclined to run away. So if he's a little bit distant, be polite, be sweet, be nice, do your own thing. Don't chase him, and give him time to settle down and realize that you're safe, because you're something he's never run into before, and frankly, when not everybody knows what's good for them first, right off the bat. So take your time, be patient. He's not running away yet, and I can't promise that he'll stay. Honestly, I'd love to promise that he'd stay. I can't promise that he'll stay, but he's very intrigued, but he's just, like I said, shaking in his boots. So good luck with that.
Doreen 888 says, I'm going to donate some too, but through PayPal. I don't have my credit card here.
No, Doreen, you get readings. You don't need to donate. You do great.
She also says, just donated $5.
Thank you so much. But you get readings.
That helps more than, but we do appreciate.
We do appreciate it. Readings, though, are our lifeblood. And I love reading for Doreen. She is one awesome human being.
Erla says, yeah, it's a bit weird. I can only use PayPal for YouTube Super Chats when I'm using my phone. That is weird.
They have some screwed up regulations, these people. And I don't get it either.
All right. Joy, Peace, and Love asks, hi, hi, ladies. Hope you are doing well. I was just on with you guys last week when you had a few other ladies on, and you stated to come back on and continue the chakra healing. Not sure if you remember.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't ask my question. If you do, my guides have, or if I may, do my guides have anything to help me this month? Thank you, ladies.
So you're clearer than you were last week. Yeah, your chakras are a lot more robust. And let's ask about. don't know what the guides are being really funny. They're showing me drums, and I think it has more to do with the heartbeat, the sound of the heartbeat. So if you do drumming, maybe do some drumming. If you don't do drumming, then try to tune into the the heartbeat of the earth, and pull that energy in. I'm running into a lot of people who are earth people lately, and they right now they are waking up. And it's not that you weren't awake before, but the earth energy part of you is waking up, and that's what I'm getting, is that your earth energy is waking up, and it's basically it's almost like they're saying it's your time to shine. It's your time to pull in the earth energies in a very positive way. So part of that would be paying attention to the drumbeat of the earth's heart, and that's the only thing I can say it, call it, because it is very powerful right now with you, and that's your guides are showing me. And a lot of guides are showing me the same thing. It's the heartbeat of the earth. And I don't know how to explain that, honestly. But if you can, and you don't have to beat the drums to it, but if you can tune into the earth energy more often, and pay and give her a homage, that will it's like it creates the light. It's like it basically I would say that the lifeblood of the earth are the ley lines, and it's like it keeps the ley line energy moving faster and stronger and better and more powerful. So if you can do that, that would make a huge difference. And anybody else that has that feeling of a heartbeat energy around them, that would be really, really make a difference. And I'm really rambling. I don't have the words. I don't have the earth energy. I love the earth and things like that. I don't have the earth energy for somebody who is a naturally occurring earth being, and that's a specific energy. My energy is the other end of the spectrum. So at this moment, I would recommend you pay special homage to the earth energy. Light a, and I'm seeing a feather actually, and let a feather burn for the earth energy, and the symbology of that is all that you really need, is the symbology, and it'll probably stink like heck.
You could probably print off a picture of a feather and burn the paper.
Yes, that would work as well.
And not be as stinky.
And if you happen to be in a apartment or something, you can do it in a bathtub or something like that.
So I'm gonna move this along.
Yeah, no, I there's so much there. I just don't have that. I just don't have that information. This is where we need it, Elizabeth.
Yeah. Jennifer Schwab says, "Thank you. Wonderful message as always. She is such a strong and loving woman. I love that she is seeing through more seeing things more clearly so that she can make the best decision for her life to be happy.
Yes, your daughter. Well, your daughter's your daughter, right?
Positive for Life says thank you always for your advice. Yes, I hear what you say to me. I will be looking. I will be like, okay, I'm going to listen. I'll check out the video. For helping me, I want to give you a cool healing gift.
I'm an old woman. I would love a healing gift.
Maria Herrera says, I will ask Alex to send lots of light and energy and good vibes to you and so your business will grow quickly, Eliz-sha. I appreciate you very much.
And yeah, Alex is a very powerful young man, but he came by it honestly. Don't forget yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But don't expend energy you don't have.
Doreen Dorado or Doreen 88 says thank you. Jennifer Schwab says I'm so happy to hear that your knee is doing better and you're feeling better as well. Love to see you smile. Thank you, ladies, for your time and energy. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Kimber Cumbersome Aquarius 1111 asks for her friend if you could help us with knowing more about his biological family, if possible.
I'm assuming that he's adopted or something like that. I will try. I can't honestly offer it. Say too much about that. That would actually be, again, something Elizabeth would probably tune into better than I would.
Yeah.
Hang on, though. So what I'm getting, young girl, too young, and in a tizzy, in a flap, doesn't know what to do, feels a great deal of love, listens to other people tell her what to do, and chooses to release, give up so you have a better life. I mean, that's generally the way the story goes. To this day, I believe there is sorrow and not being able to watch you grow up, or not for you not to know who you come from. I don't pick up much from the father. I think it was sort of an accident, and he wasn't the kind. He didn't stick around to find out more. Be very careful of how you eat. You want to be, and this is something that may or may not be benefit to you. The message your mother gave is that the heart energy, heart problems from eating the wrong foods do run in the family. And something interesting, she does sort of recommend that you get a genealogical
test. I got that part too.
Yeah.
There are some out there that do try to introduce you to family members.
She would I suspect.
If you're curious about her, for all you know, she could be someone you could find through either a grandparent whose genealogy is in this program or a cousin.
It does happen.
Yeah.
And also you might want to get a genetic clearing, energy clearing done for the family too, because there are things in the line that that have been passed down, behaviors that have been passed, or tendencies that have been passed down for a few generations that could possibly be detrimental for you, spiritually speaking.
I will, if they come back, I will read whatever else they say.
Okay.
Until then, I will move on. Megan McCarthy says, "Oh yes, I used diatomaceous earth and remember it helping me in the past. Thank you. Yes, I would rather use home remedies over medicine any day. Thanks again."
Well, baking soda and apple cider, it changes your pH balance. And I've used it for years.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to get it. You have to stick with it, and with it last. If it's 3 or 4 days, unfortunately, you should go get some.
We come from the school of thought that both home remedies and chemical remedies come from are for good use when needed.
Yeah.
I usually put it differently, but my brain's fried. Also, if you do end up being on antibiotics, drink kefir. It will help restore the flora and fauna in your stomach, as well as kombucha. And if you are looking for more information on kombucha, do not listen to Wiki because it does not kill you.
Don't, yeah, Wiki, yeah.
My grandmother had colon cancer after she lost my grandfather, and she drank kombucha from
For years.
going through radiation to basically up until she went into a home, passed away. Because
that was like 23 years later.
Yeah.
The cancer never came back.
So
because she used both doctor and
home remedies.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we've been using kombucha off and on for like
my entire life, basically.
Yeah,
and
so
that's
about
31 years.
30 years.
Yeah, so we do recommend it. Just
tastes like crap.
Well, it depends how you make it.
You get used to it.
You can make it with green tea, and that will.
No, you want to start out with regular tea. When you start the mother, you want to start out with regular tea and white sugar, and then you can switch to coconut sugar
or cane sugar and green tea, which is a less bitter tea.
But you want to start the mother out with a black tea.
Also, if you do want to make it from scratch, go to the drink aisles, where you can buy drinks or kombucha,
and look for ones with lots of strings in it.
Yeah, the more strings you can get, the more mother will grow from that.
And then you can Google it. They have whole groups related to fermenting and things like that. One group I know they do it, and a lot of them do double brews. It does become alcoholic.
It does, so be careful.
It was quite funny watching and listening to people talk, because they'd take this drink in the evening, and then they start to ramble a little bit because they had no idea they were drinking alcohol. It's still pretty healthy. I don't do the double brews myself.
No. Okay, moving on, because I just looked and we're over an hour.
Yeah.
The Kimber says, yes, they blocked me on all Love My Ass Off, but he is sitting right next to me as long as and has long wanted to know the answer to this question.
His mother, I don't pick up on the father. I don't think he's even aware actually. The mother was young and did have a lot of love for you, and did what well, other people told her to do and what she thought was the right thing.
But I also pick up that if you do want to get to know her, she is more than happy to get to know you too. Either through getting to meet you or through stories from other family members that you might be able to find.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I said that I need Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard. But also, and this is not fishing for money, promise. If there is a way to find out more information, try booking a reading.
And I have awesome readers. I honestly, everybody loves. I've never had a negative comment come back, except for maybe cost-wise when they didn't pay attention and they double booked. So if you book for an hour and you read and you haven't paid and you read for 2 hours, it's going to cost a bit more.
Yeah. But that's a story for another time.
Mm-hmm.
We like Mom said, Elizabeth might
she's
be
got
the best
some
person for this particular question if you are looking for more information.
I actually think though the DNA might
yeah,
because
definitely.
I do know that
because there are other DNA companies that also give you percentage of possible inherited
traits and things like that, but
and
also
diseases.
on that show, remember that show of Gracie?
And Frankie.
Yeah,
that's why
they found a cousin. They found a cousin that
that's why I said that there are some that can hook you up with family members.
Yeah, and you know what, might be fun.
Yeah, it gives you where you've come from,
and history is all self-history is always valuable,
especially if it helps with health issues that might concern
and it's generally conceded, I believe, that people who've been given up for adoption always feel not always, but quite often will feel that that they weren't good enough. And 100% that is not the case in this place. In this situation, the mom was just
young.
She shows me herself in a white dress, almost virginal, and quite young.
Yeah. Jennifer Schwab says thank you, and I pray you have a beautiful and blessed day as well. Oh, that was for Kimber. SLSL asks, hello ladies, what message do my angel guides have for me to know this month? Thank you.
Okay, this is strange. And I'm going to give it the way they said it. But they said this month you should swell. And they showed me a picture of you growing, not weight wise at all, but growing energy wise. And it's almost like the energy is swelling. I've never quite had that one before. So things are shifting and changing for you. You're going to it's a positive, it feels like a very positive energy actually. So I'm not quite sure what they mean by swelling, but you get the energy of swelling with joy. Something very positive is coming your way. If you live down by the ocean, try to go to the ocean when it's slightly stormy. Not close. Don't get too close. I'm not suggesting a walk in the water. I'm seeing you quite, on a hill watching a storm before it comes fully in, before the rain, and feel the energy. Allow it to fill you up, and feel the energy move through you and swell your own energy. And when you do that, it's like there's something will go pop, and you will notice a distinct energetic difference in yourself. It's like you will release something in yourself that has been holding you back for a long time. Take a kite with you. Have fun.
Just don't add a key to it.
Just don't. Yes, don't do that.
Georgie Watts says, thank you, Eliz-sha. Doreen says, thank you, Eliz-sha. I just want to donate. You are awesome too. Joy, Peace, and Love says, thank you, and I hope you will still be able to be here as often as you have in the past.
I will think about it, because I got on here and I had no plans to say anything, and I thought, I looked at it. I got 76 views for yesterday, and I thought, is it energetically worth my while? And I just started talking. I might be that I will come on 2 days a week rather than 4, and 2 days a week on Facebook.
And Kimber ends us with, thank you so much, and God bless your souls. Yes, thank you.
And Aaron, we will switch it to psychic readings.
Yeah.
In the first page, and I can take my name off. I don't need to be up there.
Yeah.
So that was really good advice. I appreciate that. I am looking for ideas. I may not take the ideas and run with them, but I'm looking for ideas, because I know something has to shift and change, and I have to get the ideas first before I can shift and change them.
But we do appreciate all your donations.
We do.
All your suggestions, all your donations, all your likes and your shares and your being here with us. We do appreciate all of it.
And I love talking to you and getting to know each person. I mean, like the young man with the who wants to know about his family. It's really interesting.
Mm-hmm. So thank you, and we'll stay tuned for the next time we're here live.
Yeah, I can't promise you which day. I will try very hard for Friday, and maybe Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see. Namaste. Namasko.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you all later.
And thank you so much.